when you're setting up for the seated hamstring curl, you've actually got 4 adjustment pins that you can use to get the ideal setup. So you've got the backrest, and all these pins you just pull in the direction that they're facing. So I'll pull this one up. I've got this, so we'll get to this one last. This one will change the angle and the range. So normally we want as much range and as stretch as possible. So I normally like to set this one up pretty high. But then, depending on the length of your shin, you can adjust this one to either shorter or longer so that you've got the best leverage through the back of the leg. And lastly, once we've got this ideal setup, we can hook in, and if this is a bit tight, we can lift this up and that will bring it off our legs. But before we start the movement, we need to clamp it down to our quads. That's gonna make sure that we get the best stretch out of the movement. And so from here, I can start my sets. So I'm gonna start my set with my legs not even resting at the top, and that encourages the most amount of stretch, and it makes you really wanna bail at the end of the set, so you'll be working really hard. With my hands, I'm actually gonna push myself away. You can push yourself forward, and that encourages more of a stretch to the back of the leg, but you're gonna get the strongest position by pushing yourself away into this back pad and pulling from there. I encourage you to play with both, and you'll find your preference, which feels the best and that you feel the strongest and most stable in. For our dense hamstring curl, we're gonna set up for 5 sets of 4 to 6. So when you start, you've got the target of 20 reps. So that's gonna be 5 sets of 4. If you can hit 5 sets of 6, and so you make it to the 30 rep target, then you can increase the weight that you're using by a little bit. Because it's in a dense set, tempo doesn't matter, but I would like to keep it controlled. So I like to keep a 2 to 3 second negative anyway. So we're gonna lock in, we set our clock, and we're going to do our first set, gonna aim for 6. Then I'm gonna rest for the rest of the minute. So if I've got 40 seconds to rest, amazing. As long as the rep quality stays the same, doesn't matter how long you rest. Each set, I'm aiming to hit 6, but if that needs to back off to 5 or 4, I can track it. And over time, I'll work from 20 to 30 reps on a given weight in that 5-minute block. And whenever I hit that 30, I can then put the weight up a tiny bit and then start again. Start from that 4 rep, work up into the 6, and over time, you will get more work done in the same amount of time.